see the score as we're in the top of the fifth inning, and it is a 7-0 ball game. If you'd like to see today's broadcast in high definition, that's right, high definition, you can get that anytime and pretty much anywhere given today's technology and bandwidth by subscribing to our YouTube channel, where you can also see Cuesta softball, water polo, volleyball, and basketball in spectacular high definition. Just log on to YouTube and search for Cuesta HD TV. You can also, of course, use the YouTube app on the wide array of mobile devices that are available to you. Sam Tullison, the first baseman, facing Andrew Nelson here in the fifth inning, and Andrew starting him off with a strike. Tullison with an RBI single and has been hit by a pitch today. Nelson with good placement. Breaks it to the outside corner, 0-2 for the Chargers. 7 runs on 8 hits, no errors. And for the Cougars so far, no runs, no hits, and they have committed an error. We're going to get a pitch count on Nelson in a second here. 0-2 pitch in the inside, swung on and missed. And for Andrew Nelson, it's his first strikeout since the first inning as he gets Tullison on strikes. And a nice way for him to start this fifth inning.
He's still got good velocity and, good placement, great location. So he's still sharp.
We have an idea of how many pitches he's thrown at this point.
90.
And again, we are just in the fifth inning. Tyler Schultz next up, RBI double in the third inning. Also has grounded out to short, and Nelson starting to get back in a groove, picking up a strike against Schultz, the number 8 hitter. But again, as the Chargers have shown, they have folks who can contribute all throughout the order. 0-1 pitch, just a little bit inside, 1-1. Nelson gets his sign. Here's the windup, and this ball is going to be hit up the middle, but Dominguez gets it off balance throw, not in time, but a tremendous athletic play for Dominguez, as I thought that one was going to get past him. Was able to get it while down low, basically thrown from his knees. Got the throw there, but not in time, as Schultz will be able to beat that one out and get the base hit. That is the 9th hit for the Chargers and a 1-out single. But again, Dominguez again, just fighting for, fighting to the end and trying to get that play made. Brandon Moronis, the right fielder, was up twice, both in the third inning, when 11 came to the plate for the Chargers. And he had base hits both times, scored a run, and also knocked one in. A strike, 0-1.
Well, when Andrew's really on his game, like we said earlier, he throws a lot of ground balls. So here would be a great place for a ground ball 6-4-3 double play, 4-6-3 double play. Get him out of the inning and get us to the plate again.
Throw to first. Again, Tyler Schultz, the catcher, aboard there with one down. All the scoring happening in the top of the third. Andrew Nelson. Going the entire way. Western State Conference pitcher of the years. Well, he had some good stretches today in firing that fastball in. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He wanted to go out to the hill out there with that swing. I was going to say he wanted to go downtown, but downtown's the other way.
If he wants to go opposite field.
Yeah, really opposite.
Could roll that one in on one. The wind's shifting a little bit more towards center now.
Yes. It's cooling off a bit, too.
Moronis chopping it over to third. Montanari had to wait for it and then had to barehand it. Could not come up with it. And Moronis will be safe at first and Schultz over at second. Again, Montanari was right there and waiting for it. Had himself in position, then unable to barehand it. Second error of the game on the Cougars. 2 aboard with 1 down, and we swing around to the top of the order, and Robert Chavarria, who has walked, reached on an error, and flying out to right. Nelson coming set, checks the runners, comes to the plate, and strike one.
No, double play still in order, Randy. Ground ball or force play at third. Got to look at it positively, right?
Absolutely. 0-1, and ripped foul over by the dugout. 0-2. Oh, I think somebody got hit
clipped,
there. There's
yeah.
that gap in the fence there, and again, that's what happens. Sometimes you get caught looking the other way.
Someone got clipped.
0-2. You know baseball, even if you're just watching.
Got to always keep an eye on what's going on.
You bet. Looked like it was one of the bench players, Trent Zacks, I believe, from native of Cypress, who got tagged on
Is
that
he all
one.
right?
0-2.
No, another hit batsman.
Another bench batsman. We saw Zacks, and he kind of made a hasty retreat back to the back of the dugout to have a seat. As far as haven't seen him since then. I don't know if that's him walking around now. Maybe he's all right.
Let's hope he's
but
all
bottom
right.
line, Chavaria got hit. He's aboard again, and that will load up the bases. You're right, the third one of the game as Schultz over to third now, Moronis to second, Chavaria aboard, and that loads it up for Parker Starr, who had a leadoff double last inning. He is 1 for 3. And Cougar infield moving in here with one out. Curveball outside, ball one. Next pitch fired back to the screen, and 1-1 again. So bases loaded, one down, 7-0 Cypress, but all 7 coming in the third inning.
Where is Cypress? Is that near Anaheim, Santa Ana, in that area? By
It's
I-5?
It's a little west of I-5. It's kind of between I-5 and Long Beach, roughly speaking, kind of near Hawaiian Gardens.
Oh, Hawaiian Gardens.
There you go. I believe it's adjacent to Hawaiian Gardens.
I see.
We may have to consult our mobile devices for more accurate mapping
Exact
information.
location.
1-2, yes.
Is that the Santa Ana freeway there, the I-5? I think so.
I do believe so. It is in the vicinity. And remember, of course, it's part of the Orange Empire. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the Orange Empire Conference.
Good point.
It's an empire now.
Like the Inland Empire?
I think so. Better than the Klingon Empire. One, two. Hit over to second, Murillo. Possible 2 over to Dominguez, and it pops out. So they got the 1. So he did hold it long enough to get the 1, but another run is going to come across the score to make it 8-0. As Schwartz will come across. Moronis advances to third. Chavaria was forced 4-6 over at second base. And then with Dominguez losing the ball there, it's going to be Parker Starr safe over at first base.
We're going Jonathan Torres.
So again, that's the second part of it, so it does not become an error. And we go now to Jonathan Torres, center fielder, flew out to right rather, last inning. Also had an RBI double in the third.
Kind of hints at the first team we were talking about, where you're not making the plays. It's what we did in February and March. And those failure to make those plays add up, the cumulative effect.
Breaking pitch inside, strike 1, 2 down, but now 2 pitchers up for the Cougars in the pen. So we may very possibly see somebody to start the 6th inning if Nelson can get out of this, pitch a little bit low, 1-1.
And then, of course, you combine that with the lack of hitting, and you're down 8-0.
1-1 pitch, and that's going to be lined right at Murillo for that third out. So the Cougars are able to get out of it ultimately but give up one more run. And after 4.5, it is the Chargers 8 and the Cougars nothing. We're back with the bottom of the 5th after this on Cuesta HD TV.
This program is produced by Cuesta Broadcasting. Start your radio, TV, and film career at Cuesta College.
Bottom of the 5th, and as you can see, the Cougars looking for their first hit, trailing by a score of 8-0 as we are here in the bottom of the 5th. Rangers go along with Anthony Kenninger, and coming up for the Cougars, Max Stewart, Spencer Ruggles, and Scott Shields in positions 5 through 7 to go to the plate to face Stephen Kane, who has retired the last 10 he has faced and has only allowed one base runner. That was Zach Dominguez with a 2-out walk in the first inning.
Been a drought, but we got to start hitting here.
Kane, as we mentioned, Conference Pitcher of the Year with an 11-0 record. So far, a dominant performance as this ball is going to be popped high into right field, moving over near the line. Moronis pulls it in to retire Stewart for the first out.
And that's another hint at that first team where when we were struggling, we were hitting a lot of pop flies, dropping our shoulders and lifting these lazy fly balls. And that's exactly what we're doing in this game. Very few line drive hits, right, Randy? Very few hard hit balls today, and no hits.
Ruggles waits. Again, we think that might be also just because of that, just trying to make something happen, maybe a little lack of patience at the plate.
I'm sure that's part of it. I think they're beginning to press now, obviously.
0-1. Ruggles dribbles that one foul. 0-2. Again, there's still a lot of outs, but it's a pretty big deficit right now. So, like you say, there's kind of that tendency to press and try to make something happen.
Sure. And then, of course, you're dealing with the playoff environment, too. I'm not saying that they're nervous because they're not, but, you know, you do press. I mean, it's human nature. You want to see something positive happen.
1-2 to Ruggles, who grounded out to second his other time up. Came with a 1-2, and that is rip foul by Ruggles. Kane is ready, works relatively quickly. 1-2, as delivered as we've seen with Nelson, breaking ball low, 2-2. So bases clear with one down. Go ahead.
Now the flag is straight to center, dead center.
2-2 wide, full count.
I remember I played at a baseball field in Santa Barbara. It's actually Goleta, and out in center, beyond center field, was a graveyard. So it was really dead center. To hit it at dead center, he would.
You have a sign up there that indicate that. That's good. I like that. Ruggles fouls one off. Still full count. And which came first, the cemetery or the ballpark?
The cemetery was there. It's been there for probably since the 30s.
So the park was maybe laid out with somebody with a sense of humor.
could be. Goleta Valley.
Full count, and that is ripped by Ruggles, but foul.
That was a good line drive. Just a little foul. Straighten that out and get something cooking.
Full count and doing the same thing. Good power and send this one all the way pretty much to the bullpen. A little farther foul, but
foul nonetheless.
Foul to the opposite field. But also still alive with that full count. Swing and a miss at a pitch low, and Ruggles is down on strikes. Another K for Kane, as he has now one in every inning. there's 2 down. Brings up Scott Shields at first base. He was the second strikeout victim at the end of the second. First one bit low for ball 1.
Well, at this point in the game, you're not supposed to talk about no-hitters, right? Jinx the pitcher. I want to talk about that he's throwing a no-hitter.
Yeah, I know you do. I was going to say, is there ever an appropriate / inappropriate time for that? 1-0. And now it's 1-1.
Not when the opposition's pitching against you.
One, and over to third, backhanded by Chavre. It's going to be a long throw, and is it in time? Yes, it is.
Ready to bowl, and the Cougars have
And
a
that
bat.
is another 1-2-3 inning as Kings put down 13 in a row. 5 innings in the books, and it is still 8-0 Cypress. 6th inning coming up after this on Network1Sports.com and Cuesta HD-TV.
This program is produced by Cuesta Broadcasting. Start your radio, TV, and film career at Cuesta College.